Over 60, stop eating oatmeal like this. 8 mistakes that are secretly hurting your health. If you are over 60 and you still believe oatmeal is automatically protecting your heart every morning, stop for a moment. Because what if the breakfast you trust most is actually the one silently draining your energy, destabilizing your blood sugar, and pushing your body into fatigue without you realizing it? And what worries me most is this. I see thousands of older adults doing the exact same thing every single day, feeling tired by mid-morning, struggling with brain fog, gaining stubborn belly fat, and assuming it is just normal aging, when in reality their breakfast routine may be the hidden driver. Before we begin, do me a quick favor. Subscribe to this channel right now if you care about staying strong, mentally sharp, and independent after 60, because every week we break down the real science of aging in simple, practical language that can genuinely change how you manage your health. And I want you to comment before we start. Do you eat oatmeal daily, occasionally, or not at all? Be honest, because your answer may help someone else recognize their own pattern. Now listen carefully, because what I am about to explain could completely change the way you see breakfast for the rest of your life. For decades, oatmeal has been labeled as a heart-healthy superfood, recommended by cardiologists, dietitians, and health organizations as the safest breakfast for aging adults. And yes, oatmeal absolutely can be healthy, but here is the truth almost nobody tells you. After 60, oatmeal stops being automatically beneficial. It becomes biologically sensitive. The same bowl that stabilizes one person can trigger energy crashes, insulin spikes, inflammation, and hunger in another. And the difference is not the food itself. It is your aging physiology. As we age, insulin sensitivity declines, digestion slows, muscle mass decreases, and medication interactions become more relevant. That means preparation, timing, and pairing suddenly matter just as much as the ingredient. I am Dr. David Lawson, a geriatric physiology specialist, and after years of working with older adults, I can tell you this clearly: oatmeal is not the problem, but the way most people eat it after 60 absolutely is. Today, we are going to break down the 8 most dangerous oatmeal mistakes that quietly sabotage metabolism, energy, and long-term health in older adults. Stay until the end, because mistake number 1 is the one that traps millions of people into a cycle of fatigue without them ever realizing it. Let's begin. Number 8. Instant flavored oatmeal packets. I understand why people choose them. They are fast, convenient, and comforting. But metabolically, they behave nothing like real oats. These packets are heavily processed, so the grain structure is broken down into near powder form. That means your digestive system doesn't have to work. It absorbs them almost instantly as glucose. Add to that 10 to 15 grams of added sugar per serving, and you are essentially starting your day with a sugar spike disguised as a healthy meal. And here is what happens next. Your blood sugar rises quickly, your insulin spikes to compensate, and within 60 to 90 minutes, it crashes. That crash is what people feel as fatigue, shakiness, brain fog, and sudden hunger. I've had patients who insisted they were eating healthy oatmeal every morning. Yet by mid-morning, they were exhausted and reaching for snacks. When we changed from instant packets to whole rolled oats with protein, their energy stabilized within days. Number 7. Adding too much sugar, even natural sugar. This is one of the most misunderstood habits. Many people say, I don't use sugar, I use honey, bananas, raisins, maple syrup. But metabolically, your body does not distinguish between refined and natural sugar once it breaks down into glucose. The issue is stacking. Oats are already carbohydrates. When you add banana, honey, raisins, and syrup together, you can easily create a 80 to 100 gram carbohydrate breakfast with almost no protein or fat to slow absorption. For an aging metabolism with reduced insulin sensitivity, this creates a repeated spike and crash cycle. Over time, this pattern contributes to glycation, where excess sugar damages proteins and accelerates vascular aging, stiffness, and inflammation. If you want sweetness, choose berries or cinnamon, not multiple sugar sources stacked together. Number 6. Eating oatmeal without protein. This is one of the biggest reasons people feel hungry again so quickly after breakfast. Oats alone are almost pure carbohydrates. Without protein, digestion is too fast, and blood sugar rises and falls rapidly. This leads to what many older adults describe as 10:30 energy crashes. Feeling weak, shaky, or mentally foggy just a couple of hours after eating. Protein is not optional after 60. It is structural maintenance. Without enough protein at breakfast, you are not supporting muscle preservation, and you are missing a critical opportunity to slow digestion and stabilize energy. Add eggs, Greek yogurt, protein powder, or nuts. Otherwise, oatmeal becomes a short-term fuel that burns out too quickly. Number 5. Treating oatmeal as a complete meal. This is a psychological mistake. Because oatmeal is labeled healthy, many people believe it contains everything they need for breakfast. But in reality, oats are mostly carbohydrates with limited essential amino acids, low fat content, and minimal micronutrient diversity. If you rely on oats alone every morning, you may feel full, but fullness is not the same as nourishment. Over time, this can contribute to muscle loss, hormonal imbalance, and reduced metabolic resilience. Oatmeal should not replace a balanced breakfast. It should support it. Think of it as a base, not the entire structure. Number 4. Not soaking oats before cooking. This is a hidden digestive issue most people ignore. Oats contain phytates, compounds that bind to minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc. Without soaking, these minerals become less absorbable, meaning your body may not fully benefit from what you eat. Over time, this can subtly impact energy, bone health, and immune function. Soaking oats overnight, or even for an hour with a bit of acidity like lemon, helps reduce phytates and improves digestibility. Many people also report less bloating and heaviness when they make this simple change. Number 3. Cooking oats directly in milk from the start. This seems harmless, even traditional, but it often creates a heavy, dense texture that slows digestion. When oats and milk are boiled together, starch and milk proteins combine into a thick, glue-like consistency that can feel difficult to break down, especially for older digestion. A better method is simple. Cook oats in water first, then add milk afterward for flavor and creaminess without overloading digestion. Number 2. Eating oatmeal too close to medications. This is one of the most clinically important mistakes. The soluble fiber in oats can interfere with the absorption of certain medications, including thyroid and blood pressure drugs in some cases. This doesn't mean oats are dangerous, but timing matters. If you take daily medication, spacing it properly from breakfast can significantly improve consistency in how your body responds to treatment. Always follow your doctor or pharmacist's guidance here. And now we arrive at number 1, the most dangerous mistake of all. Believing oatmeal automatically stabilizes blood sugar. This is the psychological trap. People assume healthy food equals stable energy, so they stop paying attention to their body's signals. They ignore fatigue. They ignore crashes. They ignore hunger returning too quickly. But your metabolism does not respond to labels, it responds to chemistry. If your version of oatmeal is causing fatigue, cravings, or weight gain, then it is not stabilizing your blood sugar, it is destabilizing it. And that is the most important message here. Oatmeal is not magic. It is simply a carbohydrate-based food that must be adapted to your physiology. So what should you do? You don't need to eliminate oatmeal. You need to upgrade it. Use whole rolled or steel-cut oats. Add protein every time. Reduce sugar stacking. Soak when possible. Cook in water first. Separate from medication timing. And most importantly, observe your own response instead of trusting generic advice. Because healthy aging is not about following rules blindly. It is about understanding how your body actually behaves. The people who age best are not the ones who eat perfectly. They are the ones who notice patterns early and adjust before problems become permanent. Oatmeal is not good or bad. It is information. And your body is always giving you feedback, you just have to listen. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these mistakes surprised you the most? And have you ever experienced an energy crash after eating oatmeal? Your comment might help someone else realize what they've been ignoring for years. And if this video helped you see breakfast differently, subscribe to the channel for more real-world science on aging, metabolism, brain health, and longevity. Take care of your body, stay curious about your health, and remember, sometimes the most healthy foods deserve a second look when your body starts changing.